And hello, Marvel fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone 2 Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my predictions of this upcoming year's Comic Con 2026, San Diego Comic Con 2026. We have Marvel returning to Hall H. So I figure come here. It is July. Figure I come here talk about what can we be expecting from Marvel this year. They're back after a couple of years. Been, not really giving us much. So they need to fire on all cylinders. This is the Comic Con that they need to be like, we're back, Marvel. We apologize for Phases 4 and some questionable stuff in Phase 5. So, and a little bit of 6, obviously, as well. Depending on what projects you probably did or did not like. But anyway, we're going into Comic Con. They need to hit all these cylinders and make sure they get everything on track. So I figure I'd come on here and talk about a couple of things that they're going to be talking about. But before I do, gotta say, where's our trailer, Marvel? I will continue saying this until Marvel releases the Doomsday trailer. So, Marvel, coming back to not D23, Comic-Con San Diego. They've always had big highlights. They've always been kings on the top of the mountain when it comes to that. They have been beaten by DC when DC had the DCEU at the time. But, now that Marvel's kind of doing their own thing with, going back to, to the stage. What can they be bringing? So I figure we could talk about that. I got 4 honorable mentions. But before I give you them, I got to say something. I got to let you guys know I'm not going to be talking about Daredevil Season 3. I'm not going to be talking about anything else like that because we already know it's already in production. It's already filming. So, no Daredevil here. So, I'm just letting you guys know. So, honorable mentions first. I'm going to start with my number 4, and that's Eternals 2. They could announce Eternals 2. They kind of left it in a cliffhanger, scratching their heads on what the heck all that huff up buff was about when it came to the Eternals. I like Eternals. Not the greatest Marvel movie, but it's still fun. It's got moments. And plus, you're going to leave us with that cliffhanger of Blade being at the end of it and having a Celestial threatening the world. So, why not give us something new with that? Plus, we already got the one in the ocean, that's adamantium, so maybe something else can happen with Eternals. So I wouldn't mind seeing these characters come back, or bringing new people to play these characters and try something new. I guess I don't know. Number 3 is a wild card for me, but you never know. It's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I mean 4. Sorry, 4. Excuse me, 4. Yeah, I know James Gunn's doing DC. However, his contract is up probably at the end of this year. End of next year. Maybe he comes back to Marvel. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I wouldn't mind him giving us a new Guardians movie. I know the others don't want to do it no more. I get it. But we can have a new team. Maybe our team with Rocket this time around with his new team. Anything's possible. So I would not be surprised they can give us that. At number 2, I have a Nova project. Now, this could be either, they can either announce this as a movie or a TV show. Doesn't really matter. I wouldn't mind seeing Nova pop up in the MCU. Nova is kind of like the Green Lantern Corps in the Marvel universe. You got Norman Ryder. You got a whole bunch of different versions of playing this character. So either one will be fine for me. I really doesn't matter to me. I would like to see Nova in the MCU. But particularly, I would like to see that the flashback of when Thanos took the Power Stone from Nova Corps. So I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe Nova shows up late, something happens to him during the fight, during the battle, who knows why he wasn't around during the snapping, so maybe he got snapped himself, something like that. So I think that'd be kind of cool. And number 1, a project I've been looking forward to when they first announced it, and then they decided to make it to a TV show, and they completely shot their foot with it, and that was Inhumans. Look, when they first announced Inhumans, this was their attempt at making X-Men without X-Men. Okay, the Inhumans, they have the Terrigen Mist and all that, getting these powers. They're just as hated as the mutants, not as worse, but they are mistreated just as bad. You got Black Bolt and the royal family living in the moon. Could totally do that. They tried with the TV show, didn't really work out. I would love to see these characters. I would love to see Lockjaw on the big screen. I would like to see Black Bolt come on to the big screen and not get disrespected the way he did, but in Multiverse of Madness. So and Medusa as well. Although I did like the actress who played her in that TV show, even though the TV show was horrendous. But anyway, but yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the only show that treated the Inhumans properly. The only reason we never got it is because Disney got that whisper that Fox was up for sale, and they were like, spend time giving people characters that they don't know about, or give them characters they kind of know about, you know? Like, if your mother has, never heard of the, comic books, but yet knows about the X-Men because of the movies with Hugh Jackman, she'd be like, yeah, cool, new X-Men movie, awesome. Inhumans, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, so it makes sense that they canceled it back then, and then, of course, they tried the TV show, did not work, so, yeah, there you go. And then also, I kind of wish they kind of bring back Quake into the MCU officially with the same actress. Anyway, so there's my honorable mentions. So let's talk about the main stuff that they could talk about. Again, speculation, just taking guesses of what they could be showing. There's not going to be a live stream about this. I'm just going to be waiting to whatever the big news guys drop. If they bring whatever they're going to talk about, I will come on my show and talk about it as well. So I'm going to start with the simple one. Spider-Man 5. Duh. Listen, this is a long shot because I know this is technically a Sony project. This is Sony's property, so I doubt they'll talk about it. They did talk about it the last time, so, but small details. It was just coming soon, Spider-Man. So they could just say Spider-Man 5 to be announced, whatever. Because that's more of Sony's property, so Sony will really announce it, but just for fun, so Spider-Man 5 on the release date somewhere, unknown release date. With the title, maybe with the title, maybe without the title, or just Spider-Man 5. So I can see that. Another one I can totally see them doing for the next slate. They're going to show us the next phase, obviously, whatever that is. But one of those films is going to be Avengers 7. Yeah, with or without the Russo brothers, I'm not really sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they do announce the Russo brothers are returning for another film. Maybe they call it Annihilation, Judgment Day. Maybe they're going to fight, Galactus' Revenge, Attack on Silver Surfer, whatever they want to call it. So, Avengers 7. I know it's a long time from now to talk about Avengers 7. We haven't even got 5 and 6 yet, but they like to kind of let's get to the next one. So, I wouldn't Avengers versus X-Men movie, Avengers versus Fantastic Four movie, whatever it is, I wouldn't be surprised if they all show up in that movie. Well, we'll see what it is. So Avengers 7 with title. So, that'd be kind of cool. At 6, I have the Midnight Suns. Now, them officially announcing the Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns is a supernatural team of Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Blade, Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider will be officially cast for this movie. They probably won't announce who the actor is. I'm pretty sure they already do have an idea who it is. But he'll probably be the leader. I think we'll get Ghost Rider in Secret Wars, but I think it'll be just Nicolas Cage. And then once they reset everything and get us a proper Ghost Rider, we'll get a new actor playing Ghost Rider for the upcoming movie. Or maybe they turn it into a show. Who knows? So I can see that happening. At number 5, the entire Phase 7 slate, which could consist of they can talk about Blade finally coming out with a release date, hopefully. Maybe that Young Avengers project they wanted to talk about. Doctor Strange 3, Thor 5, and maybe others, who knows. There's some rumor going around that I hear that Marvel doesn't want to focus on the Fantastic Four. I find that kind of hard to believe because this is Marvel's first family. And after the success of the last one, wasn't huge. Wasn't like, oh my God, this made me $1 bajillion. No, it didn't. It made decent money. It wasn't great, but it made decent money. But it did, enough to be like, oh, okay, the fans want more. So they have to make another Fantastic Four. So I would not be shocked if they announced another Fantastic Four movie. Also, Thunderbolts. A lot of people like Thunderbolts, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get Thunderbolts as well. So, yeah, Thor 5 as well. I can see Thor 5 happening, definitely with Chris Hemsworth. So, yeah, bring back Natalie Portman. Anyway, just kidding, guys. I know you guys didn't want that. Just saying, I do. But anyway, so that's 5. At number 4, I feel like the cast of Secret Wars is gonna come on the screen. Be like, hey guys, Robert Downey Jr. here, or Chris Evans, or whoever. We can't be there right now. We're excited to allow you guys to know that we're currently working on Secret Wars. I could totally see that happen. They already finished Doomsday, so I would not be surprised by the time we get to Comic-Con, they are already filming or getting ready to production start of Secret Wars and have everybody on, there ready to go. So I could totally see that happen. Or maybe they come on stage and be like, hey, we're going to just want to say hi. We're going to start filming Secret Wars tomorrow, whatever. And then they walk off stage. I could see that actually happening. So that'd be kind of cool. At number 3, now this one's I guarantee that this is going to be part of the next phase. It's Black Panther 3. Now, the reason I didn't say it in the phase part of it is because I feel like Black Panther 3 is going to get its own kind of like dedication. First of all, they're going to talk about, they're going to make a tribute to, Chadwick Boseman, like they should, and honor him again. And they're gonna be like, listen, we miss him, we love him, he's Black Panther forever, but we want you guys to meet the guy who's gonna take over for him and carry this baton, and then they're gonna have the new actor. Maybe he'll come on stage, but maybe they will just be like, hey, we got a new actor in mind. He's not here right now, but you guys are gonna like him, and then we'll go for it. I love Shuri. I think she's great. I just don't see her being Black Panther anymore. Maybe not now. Maybe down the road she can be, like in the comics. But it was a bad situation for what Marvel had to do with that film. And Ryan Coogler was put in a corner. He had really nothing he could have done with that film. I'm pretty sure Denzel Washington is going to be a part of this film. I feel like he's going to be Brother Voodoo. I think he's going to be Brother Voodoo. I could be wrong with the character's name, but I think he's going to be that character. He's kind of like a Sorcerer Supreme kind of a character, Doctor Strange type of character, but he's from Wakanda, so I would not be surprised if he's going to play that character. Maybe they'll make him a bad guy. I can totally see that. And also maybe plant the seeds for Storm to show up in the MCU. I could totally see that. But yeah, Black Panther is going to get announced. I think Black Panther's casting might get announced. Whether the guy's on stage or not on stage. A lot of people like the actor from F1. I can see him play him, or whoever is going to play him. I think they're going to do a great job, and I'm excited to see who's going to be the new Black Panther. We got it. The show's got to go on, guys. Okay? I know you guys are probably like, I don't want nobody else. I get it. But Marvel can't go on without Black Panther. We need Black Panther. Black Panther is one of the most iconic characters of all time. Just because, it doesn't matter if he's African-American or not. We need Black Panther. Black Panther needs to be a part of it. He's one of the staple characters out there. And he's very important to the whole story of the MCU. We need the King of Wakanda. It's just like if Marvel didn't decide to use him, then what are they going to do with Wakanda? They're just going to ignore Wakanda forever? And get it? not to have a pun, but are they going to actually ignore Wakanda? No, we need vibranium. We need that element. We need Storm. How are you going to have Storm without Wakanda? How are you going to have Storm without Black Panther? If you want to do Storm right, you have them have a relationship, have her be the queen and all that good stuff. And I just want to see Black Panther again. Black Panther was such a cool character growing up as me reading the comics, and I've always liked him. So I want to see Black Panther come back and be awesome again. So I think that'd be cool. So, at number 2, I have Vision Quest. I think Vision Quest, I would not be surprised to give us a trailer. I think they've been filming for a while now, so I wouldn't be shocked if they gave us a trailer for Vision Quest. I don't know about the public, but I think over there they'll give them the trailer with, Vision, Ultron, Billy and Tommy supposedly supposed to be a part of this as well. Who knows if Agatha's a part of it? I don't know. But I think this would be kind of cool. I'm very excited to see this show. Wonder Man was such a great show. I'm really excited for the next Marvel show. Yes, we have X-Men right now, and that's amazing, and I love it. But it's not really canon to the MCU. But yeah. So Vision Quest definitely is up there for can't wait. And of course, number 1 is the one we're all been waiting for. The one I've been saying all week now, for a couple weeks now. Where's the trailer? Yeah, the trailer is going to be at Comic-Con. How do I know this? I really don't. But if they don't drop it here, are we literally going to wait till August for this trailer to drop? At D23, I don't really think so. I mean, we could. It's there. They can do what they want. This trailer has to drop. Rather, if they give it to us, the CinemaCon one, or a brand new trailer, and then drop it online 5 minutes later, an hour later to the public, I'm cool with it. I just need to see this damn trailer ready, right? Yes, I'm already gonna go see the movie. I don't even care. Just hell, at this point, just sell the tickets at that day instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna give you a trailer. Just say the tickets on sale tomorrow." I'm just gonna buy the tickets. It doesn't really matter. But I just want to see a trailer just for the hell of it. Especially those people out there who still think why they got Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom makes for them makes no sense. I don't know why they think that. I think it's a very bold choice for them to do this. Is it a little bit desperate? Sure, you can call it that. But I know he's gonna be a great Doctor Doom. And if they screw up Doctor Doom again, then honestly, I don't know. I can't go through 5 movies of Doctor Doom being trash. So although the one from the Jessica Alba version with Chris Evans, that version was the only close to being Doctor Doom. But I kind of want the comic book version where he's got the magic and the tech. I need to see this. So who better than have the man who started the MCU with Robert Downey Jr. being Iron Man now being the bad guy? I think it'll be great. I can't wait to see this. And I want to see it now. So yeah, that's for everything I think. I mean, they can announce other projects as well. Young Avengers, Moon Knight, maybe Moon Knight season 2, maybe She-Hulk season 2. I doubt that. What else? Miss Marvel season 2, another Captain Marvel. Who knows? I know a lot of people don't want that, but Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel, so I would not be surprised. Brie Larson's still young. She can still do it if she wants, so I can totally see that happening. A lot of other projects they could totally announce, but I feel like this is going to be the key focus of what they're going to be talking about, especially since, we got Secret Wars coming out next year, and we're supposedly going to get some kind of reset. Not a hard reset, but a reset enough where it's like, some stuff will stay and some stuff will be new, kind of like how DC right now has got a reset. And it's like, yeah, they kept Peacemaker from the old DCEU, and yet he's in the new DCEU. Does it make sense? No. Do we care? Yes and no. And it works? Sure. So, that's what we're going to have. We're probably going to have Chris Evans gone. We're probably going to have Robert Downey Jr. gone. Hugh Jackman's definitely going to be gone. The only one person I think is going to be gone, but not gone, is going to be Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds is done playing Deadpool after Secret Wars. Could be wrong. I just feel like his voice needs to stay. Have anybody in the suit, whatever, same build as he is, and have him be the voice. Don't even take off the mask anymore. You can do that. I'll be fine with it. Kind of like how we've been going forever with Darth Vader, not knowing that Darth Vader was a white guy voiced by a black guy, and yet we can't live without Darth Vader having James Earl Jones's voice. But anybody else in the suit, who cares who it was, right? In the original, it was somebody, and then I think the younger version was obviously Hayden Christensen at some points. So we could be fine with that with Deadpool. I feel like people will have some backlash with that, but I think that can actually work. But we'll see. But again, who knows what we're gonna get at Comic-Con this year for Marvel. I'm just excited to see what Marvel's gonna be dropping, and hopefully they give us some information about Blade. But we shall see what happens. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Are you guys looking forward to Comic-Con San Diego 2026? Are you guys going over there? If you are, lucky. Whatever it is, what are you looking forward to? Whatever it is, leave a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.